You sit down, buckle in, and it hits you. This isn't just a flight, it's a 14-hour prison sentence, only with worse food and thinner blankets. The space is tight, the air is dry, and every inch around you feels like borrowed time. But today, Travion IQ is going to show you how to flip the script and turn that coach seat into a tactical survival suite. Subscribe to my channel Travion IQ for more essential travel intelligence that keeps you ahead of the curve. Most people step off a long-haul flight looking wrecked and feeling every bit of the altitude, but it doesn't have to be that way. We aren't talking about expensive upgrades or magic status passes. We are talking about the cold, hard, psychological and physical moves that seasoned travelers use to hack the system from the inside. Stick with me until the end, because I'm going to reveal one tiny seating adjustment that can literally save you hours of physical misery. A trick so simple that most passengers walk right past it every single day. It all starts before the wheels even leave the runway. Once you are locked into that metal tube, every other trick, your snacks, your headphones, your neck pillows, can only do so much. The foundation of your survival is the seat you claim. Your seat doesn't just decide your comfort. It decides whether this journey feels like a vacation or a hostage situation. Pick wrong, and you'll spend 14 hours pinned between strangers, wondering why you didn't just stay home. Most economy tickets allow you to pick a seat the moment online check-in opens. The catch is the timing. Some airlines open the window 24 hours out, others 48. You need to set an alarm like you're scoring front row concert tickets. If you shuffle in with boarding group C, you've already lost the battle. Don't just click the first open square on the seat map. Use professional tools like AeroLOPA to see the truth about your row. You need to know which seats don't recline, which are boxed in by the galley noise, and which spots secretly have extra legroom because of an offset bulkhead. Window seats are a lifesaver if your primary goal is sleep, no bathroom traffic, and a solid wall to lean against. Aisles are the kings of mobility, perfect if you need to stretch your legs every hour. Exit rows offer incredible space, but remember the trade-off. You lose underseat storage and you're often stuck with fixed, narrow armrests. The real pro move: look for back row seats that still have full recline. With nobody behind you, you can lean back without the guilt of crushing someone's laptop. Now, once the seat is secured, we have to talk about the physical toll. You know that moment mid-flight when you stand up and your legs feel like they've been shrink-wrapped. That is when compression socks become your secret weapon. They might not be a fashion statement, but the moment you slip them on, your circulatory system stops plotting its revenge. It feels like sneaking a cheat code into economy. Beyond the medical benefits, they are heaters in disguise. At 35,000 feet, the cabin floor can feel like an icebox. Keeping your feet warm tricks your entire nervous system into relaxing. Frequent flyers tug their compression socks on right after takeoff, because landing with legs that feel normal is worth every ounce of preparation. But compression socks can't fix everything. If you sit frozen for 10 hours, your body will remind you, loudly, movement is your in-flight medicine. You don't need to do lunges in the aisle, but standing and walking to the galley every 2 hours is non-negotiable. On a long haul to London, I made it a point to get up every time I finished a cup of water. By the time we hit customs, I wasn't the one limping. If you're stuck in a window seat, use stealth exercises. Flex your toes, circle your ankles, and lift your knees. It keeps the blood moving while everyone else is stagnating. How do you actually get decent shut-eye in coach? Sleep in economy is about setting a stage. Those headrests aren't just for show. Most have wings you can bend inward. Fold them in and your head stops bobbing like a dashboard toy. And that flimsy airline pillow, don't put it behind your head. Stick it behind your lower back to fix the lumbar support of a cheap seat. You can even lift the armrest if you find the hidden button near the hinge, giving you more lean space. One of the most effective tricks involves your personal bag. After takeoff, slide it out and rest it behind your calves. It doubles as a footrest, elevating your legs and reducing pressure on your thighs. I tried this on a 10-hour run, and it felt like a DIY premium economy upgrade. Then there's the interruption trap. You finally drift off, only for a flight attendant to nudge you for a seatbelt check. To avoid this, buckle your seatbelt over your blanket or jacket. If the crew can see the buckle, they'll leave you in peace. If you plan to skip the midnight meal, lower your tray table before you sleep. This tells the crew to either set the tray down quietly or skip you entirely without a wake-up poke. Subscribe to my channel Travion IQ to master these subtle cabin cues. Let's talk about the noise. An airplane cabin is a sonic battlefield of engine hums, crying infants, and that one-person 3 rows back with a sinus-clearing snore. Noise-canceling headphones are no longer a luxury. They are a survival requirement. If you don't want the bulk, use the roll, insert, hold method with foam earplugs. Compress them, slide them in, and wait 10 seconds for them to expand. It turns the roar of a jet engine into a soft hush, but sound and sleep are only half the battle. Your digestive system is under attack the moment you leave the ground. Airline food is loaded with salt to compensate for your dulled taste buds at altitude. Heavy pastas and salty snacks will leave you bloated and miserable. The rule is simple: eat light. Bring your own unsalted nuts or a plain sandwich. And water, aim for 8 ounces every hour. Alcohol and caffeine might feel like they help pass the time, but they rob your body of moisture when you need it most. Toss an electrolyte packet into your water once or twice to hit the reset button on your hydration. Now, let's talk about your tech. Holding a phone for 10 hours is a recipe for wrist strain. Turn your tray table into a theater. A pop socket is a built-in stand, or you can even wedge an airsick bag behind your phone case to hang it from the tray latch. It's DIY arts and crafts at 35,000 feet, but it works perfectly. And remember the flight-only stash. Save that one show or podcast you've been dying to hear specifically for the flight. It creates a psychological link between the seat and a reward, making the time disappear. Speaking of gear, swap that plastic water bottle for a wide-mouth thermos. It keeps your water icy cold or your tea steaming hot for the entire duration. You can even use the galley's hot water to make instant soup or oatmeal at 3 a.m. when the cabin feels endless. It's the ultimate move of control in a chaotic environment. One of the biggest rookie mistakes is the overhead bin lockdown. If you cram everything you need into the overhead, you'll spend the whole flight doing aisle yoga to get it down. Create a slim survival kit, a pouch with your headphones, snacks, charger, and lip balm that stays under the seat. It is your in-flight command center. Subscribe to my channel Travion IQ for more tips on how to organize your travel gear. The cabin air is so dry it will turn your skin into sandpaper. Dab a tiny bit of balm inside your nostrils to prevent dryness and nosebleeds. Build a refresh kit, a travel toothbrush, face wipes, and moisturizer. 5 minutes in the lavatory before descent will make you look like you actually slept, even if you didn't. When it comes to clothing, the cabin is not a runway. Layers are the only way to win weather roulette at 35,000 feet. Start with soft, breathable joggers and a light t-shirt, then add a hoodie. A large scarf is the Swiss Army knife of travel. It's a blanket, a pillow, and a privacy curtain all in one. Avoid skinny jeans or anything with restrictive belts. You want to land feeling refreshed, not strangled by your own wardrobe. Finally, let's master the exit. You don't have to join the frantic scramble the moment the light turns off. If you need extra time, tell the flight attendant. They can help you gather your things calmly after the rush has passed. And if you have a connecting flight, the zigzag bathroom strategy is your best friend. Use the terminal restrooms before you board. They are cleaner and roomier. On board, time your breaks for when the food carts are out. The aisles will be empty, and you'll skip the conga line to the lavatory. If you're traveling with family, remember that kids don't need luxury. They need familiarity. Bring the crackers they eat at home and the stuffed animal they can't sleep without. Swap shifts with your partner to ensure each adult gets a 10-minute mental reset. Jet lag is the final enemy. A few days before your trip, start nudging your sleep schedule toward your destination time. Once you sit down, reset your watch immediately. Use light tracking apps to know when to seek sun and when to hide from it. Surviving a long haul in economy isn't about luck. It's about a series of deliberate, tactical choices. From the seat you pick to the way you buckle your belt, every small adjustment stacks up until the journey feels manageable. You want your arrival to be the start of an adventure, not the end of your endurance. What is the biggest long-haul mistake you've ever made, and what is the one hack you now swear by? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. If this guide saved you from a stiff neck or a hydration headache, give it a like. Share it with that friend who always books the middle seat, and hit subscribe to join the Travion IQ community. Safe travels, and may your next flight be your most comfortable one yet.